Hey y'all, my name is Hannah Dale, and today I will be bringing you your Monday devotion. So, let's just get right into it. We are going to be in the book of Exodus, and I'm so excited because Exodus is my favorite book of the Bible. I just love it. So, we're going to be in Exodus 3 and also Exodus 4. Um, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read little parts of it. So, in Exodus 3, that is the chapter with, the burning bush, which is crazy cool. And it's about, chapter 3 is where the Lord is calling Moses and like commissioning him. He's telling him what's about to go down, and he's like, Moses, you're gonna be, my man in this. Like, you're gonna be leading the way. And so, you know, chapter 4, Moses is like, he's been given this task of leading the Israelites out of Egypt, where they have been, enslaved by Pharaoh. They've just been going through some really rough stuff while they were in Egypt at this time. So Moses is basically like, oh, but I can't do this because of this, like, they won't believe me, they're not going to listen to my voice. And so in chapter 3, verse 12, the Lord says, He said, but I will be with you, and this shall be the sign for you that I have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall serve God on this mountain. Moses said to God, if I come to the people of Israel and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you, and they ask me, what is his name? What shall I say to them? God said to Moses, I am who I am. And he said, say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent me to you. God also said to Moses, say this to the people of Israel, the Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me to you. This is my name forever, and thus I am to be remembered throughout all generations. So it just reminds me, like, every time the Lord told Moses that he was going to have, like, such an epic, part of the story of leading the Israelites out of captivity, and, like, that's all that they had known, like, generation and generation. They knew captivity, they knew that they were enslaved, and the Lord comes to Moses and he's like, now is the time that, I'm going to lead y'all to freedom, and you are going to be my main man. And Moses was like, oh, but, this has happened and this has happened. This is why I can't do it. Like, why can't, you find someone else who's more qualified? And the Lord just got down to it. He said, I am who I am. And I know that, none of us were qualified to do this. Like, this is, even doing this is something I'm like, but they could have found someone better than me, someone who speaks more eloquently, someone who has more knowledge of the Bible, someone who is, just, someone who's not me. But I have, like, written down right here a little thing that says, it doesn't matter who I am because of who he is. If he has called me, then he has already considered me. He knows my fears, my weaknesses, my doubts. He meets me where I am. He gives me an identity. He fills me up, and he sends me out in order to fulfill what he has called me to. Whether you have been in the Christian walk for 5-10 years, whether, you've been in it for a day, a week, a month, maybe even a year, or maybe if you're not saved, like, the Lord has a plan for each of us. He has given us a specific role in the body of Christ. And like sometimes thinking back, if you step back, you're like, oh, but that's kind of scary. Like to use your gifts and your talents for the Lord, like that can be scary, that can be terrifying. But to know that like the Lord has considered me for this, and He has given me this opportunity, He has given me this gift, He has given me this role in the body of Christ to serve my fellow brothers and sisters, to serve the church, to serve those who don't know Him, to be a light for Him, and to ultimately give glory to Him. Like that's such a special opportunity. And I know that like whenever my time is coming, I don't want to look back and be like, oh, the Lord gave me this opportunity, to be a light for Him, but I didn't do it because I was scared. I was scared of what people were going to think about me. I was scared of making a stand for what I believe in. I was scared of not looking cool or not, being part of the in crowd, whatever that may look like to you. But the Lord has given me like an opportunity to be a voice for the voiceless, to stand up for people who are facing injustice, to share love, like share His love with someone who, might not have friends, who might feel like an outsider, to be the hands and the feet of Jesus. And that is something so special, and that is something that He has allowed each of us to take part in and be a part of. So I just pray that, pray this for y'all and also over myself, that whenever I'm faced with an opportunity that looks terrifying, that's scary, that is, not cool, or whatever that looks like to you and whatever that looks like to me, I pray that we can remember that I don't have to meet up to like societal standards. I don't have to be cool. I don't have to look like this. I don't have to look like this. My identity is in the Lord, and He should be what defines me. Like He's the one that gives me an identity. He's the one that gives me gifts and talents to be used for Him. He is the one who just gives me a strength that isn't my own to do whatever He's called me to do. So I just pray that whatever season of life you're in right now, you are just able to stare, in the face of fear and be like, no, I know my God is going to get me through this. And yes, I may walk through it terrified, but that's okay, because my hope and my peace is found in the Lord alone, and I know He's going to bring me through it, and He's going to get the glory. So I know this is a little over 8 minutes. I'm sorry I talk a lot, but yeah, I hope that was an encouragement to y'all. Bye.